Alright, this time I have my TI-84 calculator still hooked up to my CBR, my motion detector. What we're going to do this time is I'm going to say go to Colin, and Colin's going to throw the ball up in the air, not hit the ceiling, and he's going to catch it. And if everything goes well, we should get a nice looking parabola. Alright, so this one's a little complicated, but we'll give it a try. You ready, Colin?
Yeah.
Go. Excellent. Okay, so here's what our data looks like. You can see the nice parabola shape in the middle, but there are some issues. And the issues are, when I said go, Colin held the ball for just a second or so, and so we've got data here, and then he threw the ball, he released it, it went up, came back down, and then he caught it and the machine was still running. So we're going to do a little bit of data manipulation here, and this is pretty common. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off the beginning part, right about here where the ball was being held, and then I'm going to chop off the ending part. And then I notice there looks to be one data point right there that's just kind of out of place. Not sure what happened right there, so I'm going to remove that one too. Okay, so with the data manipulated a little bit, you can see we have a very nice parabolic shape. Okay, on the Project 2 tab, I'm going to put a link to this spreadsheet, and this spreadsheet contains all the data from the ball being tossed. I'm going to highlight it, and notice you do have to highlight this blank row too. Highlight it, and copy. Then you're going to go to, I'll start it over here, www.desmos.com. And you should get a page that looks like this. You're going to click on Start Graphing. You're going to come right here and paste, Control V. And it pastes all the data in and it draws a picture of it. So there's the parabola that we had on our calculator. Now, it's a little hard to see what's going on here. I would want to spread my data out a little bit. I noticed looking at my X values here that my biggest X value is about 3/4. So I'm going to go here, Graph Settings. And I'm going to change my x-axis to go just from -1 to 1. That looks better. Spreads the data out. I can see all the points. Alright, the next thing it asks you to do is to find the highest point. Find the vertex of the data. To do that, you're basically going to look at the y values and look for the point that has the biggest y value. Once you find it, you're going to write down the x number and the y number. You need them both. Then it asks you to find any other point. Personally, I would pick the first one because it uses x equals 0. I always like to use x equals 0, that's my opinion. Using those 2 points and the equation y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k, you should be able to find a pretty reasonable approximation of this parabola. Alright, now I'm just going to guess an answer and type it in. So I'm going to guess y equals -16 times x minus, again, I'm just making this up here, I don't know if this is right, 3 squared plus 4. Alright, so as you can see, my answer isn't very good. Hopefully you, using your 2 data points, you'll be able to get a much better answer. But I mostly just wanted to show you how you're going to type that in. Okay, so you're going to do that, and then later on it asks you to find the regression equation of the data. To find the regression equation, add a new expression, you're going to type in y1, and I just typed in the 1 and it automatically put it as a subscript there. It knows I'm referring to this y1. And then you're going to use twiddle, which is the symbol for the desmos to do regression. And then you can type in ax1 squared, and I just used shift 6 to get that square, plus bx1 plus C, and I'm not going to type it in because then it would give you the answer, so I want you to actually type it in and get the answer. But you're going to find that it gives you an amazingly accurate equation to match that data. Okay, so there's pretty much the computer work that you're going to have to do. Then there are questions on the sheet that are there that you need to answer. And as always, please contact me if you have any questions.